minutes to your health.
All right, folks, so our festive food favorites, a threat to your newly found healthy lifestyle. Well, weight loss surgeon, laparoscopic, I don't know how to say it, Dr. Alfred Dawes, and bariatric.
That's all right. You finally get it right.
I didn't always get it right. It just take me long. Dr. Alfred Dawes is here to help us survive the fasting season, it says, with his 5 steps game plan to make it through the temptations. Morning, Fred. Good to see you.
Morning.
All the very best for the holiday season. It's not fasting, I should say. It's feasting, I should say.
About to
Well,
Fasting is one part of it.
Part of it.
So.
But it's read, I can't read, to be honest. So we're really, in a serious way, just talking about the fact that we're going to just eat more. We're just going to eat things that we probably don't normally eat during the season and stuff like that. This is where this is coming from.
Yes, Christmas, a big part of Christmas is socializing, and all this socializing takes place around food and drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that time of year, you just have to accept that you cannot stick to a rigid diet.
Yep.
So you just don't want to fail too badly. That's the aim of the season.
Yeah. So the first step, it says know your enemy.
Yes, you have to know what you're up against. And the ham, you have to, yeah, we have to look at the ham. But you can fix it a little bit. So if you have the lean parts of the ham, you're talking about maybe 140 calories per slice. If you leave it with all that nice fat, you're going to add at least 100 calories to it. So you move from like 140 calories to maybe 250 calories per slice. Per slice.
Oh, Jesus,
But you're
got 3,000. Right?
But you know, as I said, you know, take off the fat. Just trim it.
Yeah, but that's what I was just going to say that, because in a serious way, you're not suggesting by don't eat nothing at all.
Yeah, just
eat
try
bird
to
seed
find better substitutions
Yeah.
and still enjoy your meal. So you're gone 100 calories per slice there just by taking off the trimmings.
I want to read something. It said red meat has got a bad rap over the years because of its high content of saturated fat. However, recent studies are showing that much of these fears are overblown. Do you
Yes.
agree with that?
Yes, because growing up, and I mean, even when I was in medical school not too long ago, they said that red meat causes colon cancer, red meat causes heart attacks.
Everything.
Everything. And it's simply not true now. We know that the whole thing with saturated fats, where it's coming from is that saturated fats causes an increase in cholesterol causes heart disease. Therefore, saturated fats must cause heart disease, and it's simply not true. That was a big thing where the lobbies that wanted to get rid of coconut oil, they pushed this whole thing that saturated fat is bad, and so they killed off the coconut oil industry, and with it, this red meat, because it has
So you're
saturated fat.
suggesting
it kills it.
that, I mean, not that you must just eat pure red meat, no, but you're
Everything is
suggesting
portion.
that...
Moderation.
So avoiding red meat completely and going for this vegan lifestyle has no advantage really.
I wanted to
Has
go back.
no advantage.
No, it's. I mean, our guts are made to consume meat and vegetables based on the length of the intestines.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at animals that are solely vegetarian, their guts are structured different from us. I mean, we have canine teeth, which are for tearing meat. So there's nothing wrong with eating some meat.
Okay. Interesting.
When we're talking about know your enemy, it was saying sauces are hidden sources of calories that add up over the course of the meal.
Yes.
So you have the gravy and
The gravy, the nice part. So, you know, the fried chicken with the curry gravy or the oxtail gravy that we used to love putting on our lunch. So
You know,
gravy is
some people just turn on the TV and say, I don't want to hear that man here, man, because I listen to him and just lemonade me all drink for the whole Christmas.
Step 2, plan your attack.
All right. So
Even when you're surrounded by food, a good general knows he can't win by attacking every formation. Choose your battles wisely.
right. So you're gonna have this fear laid out in front of you, and it doesn't make any sense. You try to eat a plate of everything. So choose what you're going to get. If you decide that you're going to tackle all the meat and the fish and the goat and the ham, then back off on some of the other sources of calories. So it may mean that you're cutting back on the dessert, or it may mean that you cut the carbs and go for vegetable substitutions instead. So 2 cups of rice can be 400 calories, just like that. The macaroni and cheese, you're talking about another 400 calories easily, as much as we talk about wheat, flour, and those things. The breads is 130 calories per slice of bread.
Christmas cake.
Christmas cake, you're talking about 300 to 700 calories per slice, depending on the recipe.
When it's in January, Mr. So.
Why do you think the gyms are always full come January?
Hold on, it gets worse. Yes, me start crying. Eggnog and sorrel can add hundreds of calories to a meal?
Yes, because you're talking about sugar, and in the case of eggnog, remember anything milk, milk is supposed to make a tiny calf into a 2-ton cow. That's the purpose of milk. So it has everything, all the fats, proteins, and carbohydrates for rapid weight gain.
All right, we're running out that time, so we'll go through quicker. Use your allies.
Let's try some more.
Use your allies.
Christmas plans. Your allies in these cases are things that are going to fill you up and are low calorie. So ice, in the case of your eggnog and sorrel, you fill the cup with ice. So you don't have the illusion of this tiny glass.
Yeah.
Vegetable substitutions, but even with the vegetable substitutions, you have to look at the dressings and the raisins and cranberries and croutons.
Juices and stuff.
Or you may just simply have water instead of juices.
Deploy wisely.
So the deployment, that's where you go into your fasting. And if you're going to have a big meal later, office party and so on, have a light breakfast, have a light lunch, so that your total calories for the day is still are still within regular
And
limits.
the last one, lose some, win more.
Don't expect that you're going to have a proper diet at every meal. You're going to have some times when you pig out. Don't beat up on yourself. Just remember that you can make up for it with the rest of the meals.
All right, folks, and you can turn up at the TV.
The Grinch?
But you can't turn up at the TV, no.
The Grinch who stole Christmas.
Him done. All is well, though.
All is well.
Yeah, good to see you, and all the best to you and your family.
Yeah, man. Same to you
Dr.
and all of the
Alfred
viewers.
Dawes, laparoscopic, weight loss, bariatric, all kind of
Grinch.
thing.
Add that to my title.
But in a very serious way, folks, we certainly hope you got something from that, because it is serious. It is serious business, and again, some of us just don't have that money to go to the gym in January, so it will take us a little while longer to lose back what we put.
You know what my very wise mother said to me? She said, "Listen, the energy that you are afraid to use now, if something happens, like you get ill or you have a stroke or you have a heart attack, you're going to use 100 more to get better. So think about putting it now."
Yeah, man. Good to see you.
That's true.
Up next, we get the details on the Ray and Nephew Rum Punch Boxing.
What?
Ray and Nephew Rum Punch Boxing Series finale.
10 minutes to your health.